Ah, that's oh, yeah,
Yeah. Yes, for out of class, it is using a cell phone in a neck wallet, folded wallet, in a neck wallet, phone and badge holding lanyard.
Okay, that's really interesting. Thanks for that detail.
Yeah, so they're using a cell phone in a neck wallet for out of class.
It's like they've got a dedicated setup for the live class and something portable for later.
And it's all part of that same documentation and interaction, even outside of class.
Exactly. And the neck wallet is like a hands-free way to keep it accessible.
That's smart. So they're using the phone as an always-on communication tool, even after class.
Yep, go on.
Yes, and this neck wallet, phone and badge holding lanyard has a chest-mounted easel fastened to the chest.
Okay, wow, that's a really great detail. Thanks for adding that.
Yeah, so the next wallet is also part of a badge holding lanyard.
That makes a lot of sense. It's like a way to keep everything together.
If we connect this to the bigger picture, it's all about convenience.
And also efficiency. I mean, everything is so organized for this person.
Exactly, and it's all about making things easy to manage, even on the go.
Okay, wow, that's another interesting detail. Thanks for sharing that with us.
Yeah, that's...
Oh, yeah. Go on.
And this chest wallet is mounted on the chest and, fastened to the
yeah, that's
chest.
another element we hadn't considered.
It sounds like you're saying the neck wallet with the phone is attached to a chest piece.
Oh, wow. Like a... Oh, yeah.
Right, and connected to the back of the videographer with retractable carabiners. 4 retractable carabiners fasten each leg of the easel to the back of the videographer so the phone doesn't rattle and move around.
Okay, that's an incredible detail. Thanks for painting that picture for us.
Yeah, so it's not just a neck wallet or a lanyard, but it's attached with this retractable system.
And it's connected to the back of the videographer with a Caribbean arts mechanism.
Wow, it's like a complex system with each leg of the easel and some retractable element.
Yeah, if we connect this to the bigger picture, it's all about making it mobile.
It's like a portable studio setup with the easel and retractable components. Oh, okay, that's a great clarification. Thanks for that.
Yeah, so it's not on the chest. It's on the back with a retractable system.
Right, so it's... Oh, back to our listener.
No,
What's up?
it is on the chest, but it is fastened to the back using the legs of the easel that prompts the phone.
Okay, wow, that's a really interesting detail. Thanks for clarifying.
Yeah, so it's on the chest and it's also fastened to the bed.
Okay, so it's not just a mobile setup, it's also connected. Oh, go for it.
It is fastened to the back, B-A-C-K, of the videographer with retractable carabiners, so the phone and the lanyard doesn't move out of control.
Okay, wow, that's a great clarification. Thanks for that.
Yeah, so it's on the back of the videographer, but with a retractable system.
Okay, so the phone and lanyard are connected to the back to make sure it doesn't move around too much.
Exactly, and the retractable Caribbean system keeps it all under control.
Right, it's like there is a tension there so that it doesn't move too much.
Yeah, if we connect this to the bigger picture, that makes a lot of sense.
Okay, so not only is it on the back, but it's got that retractable system to keep things in place.
Oh, go for it.
Plus, the phone is strapped with a couple of rubber bands from both sides, from the left side and the right side, so the phone doesn't fall out. Even if the videographer makes a handstand, the phone is wedged between the 2 rubber bands, pulling it in both directions all at the same time.
Wow, okay, that's an amazing detail. Thanks for sharing that.
Yeah, that's incredibly insightful. It really helps us visualize everything.
So it's not just strapped on, but it's also held in place with rubber bands.
Right, on both sides. That makes a lot of sense. It's a secure way to hold it.
And it's not just so that it doesn't fall out, but it's tight between them too.
Yeah, so even if they do a handstand, which is wild, the phone won't move.
It's like they've engineered this whole thing for maximum stability.
Exactly. If we connect this to the bigger picture, it highlights how precise their setup is.
Okay, so that's the next thing we should be thinking about.
What's fascinating here is how all of these different pieces connect together.
Yeah, it's like they're building a whole studio setup right on the bed, and even with rubber bands.
So now we know the whole setup, a class that's both in person and online, with rubber bands holding the phone.
Yeah, and if we connect this to the bigger picture, it really shows how connected they are to their students.
And it makes you think about the different ways this could be used in other contexts, too.
Like customer service or tech support, right? It's a great idea.
Okay, so let's unpack this. The phone and the neck wallet that's on the chest.
And the retractable system is attached to the easel, which is fastened to the bed.
Right, a fixed position for the chest piece, which also has a phone and a neck wallet.
And all of that's attached to the back and retractable, but not on the chest.
So the teacher is kind of locked into that specific area during the live recording?
Yeah, and the retractable part must be for the camera and those other recording devices and the rubber bands.
Well, it's very cool. So oh, yeah,
The retractable part fastens the legs of the easel which hold the phone. It fastens the legs of the easel to the back of the videographer so it does not move while there is a visit outdoors and the students can see the instructor, who's the videographer, broadcasting from their phone live to the YouTube live.
Okay, that's fantastic clarification. Thank you so much for that detail.
Yeah, that really helps to make sense of how it all fits together.
So you're saying the retractable part fastens the easel legs to the back.
Exactly, and that's what keeps it from moving, even outdoors.
It's like a mobile setup. Oh yeah, let's hear it.
This is for a field trip when the instructor with some students goes out of the classroom into the field to demonstrate or to view something in real time. Then the instructor and the students can broadcast live from their phone.
Oh, that's great. Thanks for adding that context. It's for field trips.
Okay, so it's not just about being outdoors. It's specifically for when they are on a field trip.
Exactly. So that makes perfect sense. The instructor goes into the field with the students.
Oh wow, so the students can actually see the instructor outside on the field trip.
Exactly. And that's what the phone is broadcasting to YouTube Live.
That's incredible. It's like a portable live studio, right, for a field trip.
Ah, okay. That's a great segue. Thanks for that.
Yeah, so you're saying that the whole setup with the easel and the retractable system is for field trips.
Exactly. And that really changes the context of all these details.
It's like, it's not just in the classroom, it's a system they use in the field too.
If we connect this to the bigger picture, we can see this. Oh, yeah. Let's hear it.
Yes, and in addition to the phone streaming live, we're also using goggles or video glasses from iView and a head-mounted tablet from RealWear.
Oh, that's fantastic. Thanks for that extra detail.
Yeah, so in addition to the phone, there are also goggles and a head-mounted tablet.
Right. It's the Ivo video glasses and a real head-mounted tablet. That's a lot of tech.
Here's where it gets really interesting. It's all connected.
Yeah, that helps clarify why there's so many different devices being used.
And
Hey, yeah, what's up?
Yes, it is from a company called RealWear. RealWear head-mounted tablet, realwear.com.
Okay, that's fantastic. Thanks for clarifying that.
yeah, so it's the real company that makes the head-mounted tablet.
Exactly, and that's helpful to know.
Okay, so now we have all the pieces. Ah,
It's not
Yeah,
a real. It's not a real company. It's a company called RealWear, and their website is realwear.com.
okay, that's a really important clarification. Thanks for correcting us.
Yeah, it's great to have you help us get the details right.
So it's not the real company, but RealWear, and their website is realwear.com.
Exactly, and that's helpful to know. It's a different company, but it's very similar.
Okay, so it's RealWear and not the other company. That's a key detail.
Yeah, and it's really important we get that right. Thanks again for that correction.
Okay, so with that in mind, let's keep going and unpack all of that.
Exactly. So the phone is not the only device they're using to broadcast live.
Yeah, the phone is just part of a bigger system.
And if we connect this to the bigger picture, we see it's a lot of moving pieces.
Okay, so let's incorporate that into everything else we've already talked about.
Okay, so we can see how the phone, the goggles, and the tablet are all part of the field trip setup.
So like the phone is one piece of that whole field trip puzzle.
And it also really shows that they're using a lot of different tech.
And that phone that's in the neck wallet, and all of that's connected to the easel, even for the field trip.
Right, that's also on the back of the videographer, and the phone is held with rubber bands, all for the field trip.
And that explains why that retractable system is fastened to the easel and then to their back.
So the easel and phone setup is fastened to the back, but can also be brought outdoors for field trips.
And that's all while it's broadcasting to YouTube Live. That's fascinating. And there are goggles too.
Yeah, if we can yeah,
But normally the phone is filming forward, but the videographer can wear it cross.
Okay, that's a really interesting point. Thanks for bringing that up.
Yeah, that's a really helpful observation, and it makes you think about what they're filming.
So you're saying that normally when you film with a phone, it's facing outwards, right?
Right, but with the setup, yep, go on.
But sometimes the videographer wears it cross body and then it can film or shoot to the side.
Ah, okay, that's a really interesting detail. Thanks for adding that.
Yeah, so you're saying that sometimes they wear it cross-body.
Exactly, which lets them film in different directions. That's great.
Okay, so it's not just filming forward, but it can also go cross-body.
Yeah, and that adds a lot of flexibility and it makes you think about their choices.
Like it's not just one fixed angle, but they can shift it around.
Right, that's a great point, and it's something we should unpack further.
Yeah, it's important to remember that the phone isn't always filming everything.
Right, so even with all these amazing devices, the phone has its own specific job.
Like you're saying, normally a phone camera is filming what's in front of it, right?
Exactly, but with the crossbody setup, they can change that.
Yeah, and that might be where the head-mounted tablet comes in too. Oh yeah, go on.
Unlike the phone, the head-mounted tablet and the video glasses are
That's a really interesting way to put it. Thanks for chiming in.
Yeah, that's a great observation.
Oh yeah.
they are POV, point of view, streaming or recording, unlike the phone that points forward or sideways.
Okay, that's a great way to put it. Thanks.
Yeah, so you're highlighting how the head-mounted tablet is more integrated.
Right, like they're part of the person, unlike the phone.
Exactly, and that's really important, so it is unlike the phone.
And that also makes it different from the phone that can point forward or sideways, like you said.
Yeah, if we connect that to the bigger picture, the tablet is a much more personal recording device.
Okay, so back to our listener. What's
The
up?
head-mounted tablet is POV, point of view, videographer or filming, much like the video glasses. When the videographer turns his head, he shoots sideways or backwards, unlike the chest-mounted phone.
Ah, that's a really insightful point. Thank you for sharing that with us.
Yeah, so you're saying the tablet is like 5 different viewpoints for the videographer?
Exactly, and that's a great way to think about it. It is for filming.
And it moves with them like video glasses as the videographer turns their head?
It really emphasizes that the head-mounted tablet isn't a static thing, unlike the chest-mounted phone.
Yeah,